I'm in Cherbourg, the world famous Ferry port cruise terminal. Got my map from just there. We could have walked from the ship, but the shuttle bus only is 10 minutes and it just makes it easy and brings you right into the harbour. The tourist office is right where the shuttle bus stops. We're still close to ship and there's a pretty little harbour, and behind me there's even a Café de Paris. If you imagine the tourist centre is in a block, then the theatre is in a square behind it, and that's where the fountain is, and in front of the theatre is where the horse and carriage leaves from.
Tours available will include coach trips to local villages.
Twice we've looked at the queue for this horse and carriage ride. It's only €5, but it's extremely popular. And here it is. Behind the theatre is the Thomas Henry Museum. It contains over 300 artworks and is said to be the third most important collection in Normandy. Be careful, it shuts at lunchtime, so from 12:30 till 2 it's closed. It costs €6 to get in, and you have to check your bag in. They've got lockers where you can leave them while you look at the paintings. To get your bearings, the back of the theatre is the museum. If you come down to the front, and just to the left is the Umbrella Museum, which you have to know is there, otherwise you'd walk past it. The umbrella factory is this close to the ship, and if you want to go in and find out all about how umbrellas are made, it'll cost you €5. But it does say umbrellas and music, so I think they play to you while they make the umbrellas. Umbrellas are famous in Cherbourg because of the 1964 movie starring Catherine Deneuve. There's not the call for umbrellas there used to be. If you want to go further afield, the station is just at the end of the harbour, and if you're treating this as a duty-free stop, there's a Carrefour just across the bridge there, and I have seen people come out with laden bags. The Basilique de la Trinité is an 11th century cathedral. The entrance is around the side. So this is the door here. You go through here and in here. Just across from the church is the statue of Napoleon. As you can see, nothing is far from the ship. This is the Parc Emmanuelier, and it's closed actually for a conference this evening, so they're preparing it. And it's a shame because it looks like it's a pretty park. Opposite the park is a memorial statue, and it says it's in memory of the soldiers and the sailors that died in the colonies. This is no ordinary bowl of mussels. This is a Cherbourg bowl of mussels. We're in the Café du Port. It's very popular. You have to queue, but it's worth it. Get the Moules Frites. We're in the Cité de la Mer, and in the main hall it's free entrance, and there's a unique collection of the submarines of the Art Deco transatlantic liners terminal. To think these cost millions when they came out, and now they're just laying here as old pieces of technology. Because we spent so long in Cherbourg, we don't now have time to do the Cité de la Mer. It's an audio guided tour. It takes 4 hours, including a visit inside a submarine called the Redoutable. So maybe do that first. It's right opposite the ship. Everywhere you go, there's port wine tasting. It's a bit early at the moment. Here in Porto, you can see the port being made, rather like our tour of Champagne in France, which you can see on Doris Visits. Here, you go through the caves, you see the process, and then at the end, you have a port tasting. The way to get to the top is to walk up the hill and then go over the bridge at the lower level, and we'll show you what to do next. This is the top bridge, and I'm walking back across it and actually stopping to admire the view every few seconds. It's stunning. I'm sure the lighthouse hasn't changed one bit, and so we're going to walk you through town. La Coruna is a great place to make new friends. Shakespeare, there's Bernard Shaw, there's Molière. The statue is Maria Pita. When the British invaded in the 1500s, they got this far and they killed her husband. So she gathered a group of soldiers and she pushed the British back. If you turn left from the port, you'll find this little park. It's nice to stroll through. There's lots of statues and waterfalls. If you turn right, you'll walk all the way to the lighthouse. We're making our own walking tour via the map we were given. So this is the Merman. It's actually number 3 on the map. But you have to look up because I actually walked past without noticing it. It's in Praza del Sol. If you carry on along Princes Street, past the Merman statue, along Ersatz Street, keep going, and then turn right at the escalators and the statue of the fisherman, then you turn right at the horse statue, you're practically at the park. Great view of the harbour. This would have been a fantastic fortress. You can see for miles.